So today's topic is going to be a little bit different. I want to talk about sex after a spinal cord injury. So I probably can't count the times I've been asked, does it still work? I guess the simple answer to that is yes and no. So I can still get an erection when it comes to having an orgasm and ejaculation. That's a little bit different. So when you have a spinal cord injury, and all spinal cord injuries are different, usually the higher up the injury level, the less bladder and bowel function you have, or less feeling. I don't have control of those muscles that can make you ejaculate still. Now it goes up into my bladder, and I urinate it out, and it flushes out that way. And I don't blame people for being curious. When I was first injured, I had no idea, but I kind of had to experiment on my own, and there was a lot of like, oh crap, it doesn't work how it used to, and so I had to kind of ask my doctor, my urologist or whatever, and he kind of told me how it works and whatnot. So your muscles can't contract to do all that. As far as getting and maintaining an erection, there's pills, there's like Viagra and Cialis, there's like Sildenafil or something like that. I think it's like the cheap Viagra. There's things like toys like vibratory stimulation. There's something called e-stim, like electro stimulation, where you have the pads, kind of like when you have like a heart monitor thing in the hospital. It's kind of like those. It sends electronic impulses and help those muscles contract. People use e-stim, or they can extract it through needles if need be, if you're trying to get pregnant. So there are ways around it. There are injections you can also do into the penis, to where the erection solution, I'm not sure the name of it, but I know you can do that as well. There's things like vibratory wands. There's plenty of things out there. There's the best vibratory stimulator I've seen, I've never tried, is something called Ferticare. It's very expensive. I don't think insurance covers it yet. It might in some places in the world, but not in the States as far as I know. But it can be pretty pricey. I have tried certain things, like vibratory stimulator. It's like I don't know, they call it the silver bullet or something like that. Um, it does work for kind of like maintaining an erection and just, I guess, foreplay, fun, whatever. It it doesn't it doesn't create an ejaculation, only because I don't think it is powerful enough. I guess it has to do with the frequency of the vibration and what muscles can contract. I don't know. It's all medical jargon that I don't understand, but it can be fun experimenting. You have to find somebody that's willing to experiment. So there are other ways to be intimate. You don't have to just have sex to be intimate. There's things like kissing and cuddling, and those are two ways that I like to be intimate as well without having to have sex. Like, especially a lot of like paralyzed individuals, above their injury level is super sensitive because of those nerves are still intact, and the less feeling you have below, it's like some other places are more sensitive. So like in my neck area and stuff like that, I like to have my partner use those areas to kind of turn things up in the bedroom, if you will. But there are some downsides to still maintaining an erection. It doesn't work with my mind anymore. It's more of a psychogenic erection to where light touch and like so it just kind of happens, and it's like when I'm at a family function or something and it's the last place you want to get an erection, and I'm just like, I'll be right back, and I'm like trying to think like, tractors and monster trucks, tractors and monster trucks. Wait, that's not working either. So yeah, there are some downsides, but there's some benefits as well. I have tried things like Viagra and Cialis. Cialis didn't really do a whole lot. Viagra did. I don't necessarily need it. It just definitely helps maintaining that erection longer and stronger, I guess. But there are some side effects that I did have. When I was using the Viagra, I would have like a bluish vision, to where everything that I saw was like had a blue tint, and it's very weird. I don't know if any other of my guy subscribers have ever had this happen before. And another thing is when you're paralyzed, especially T6 and above, the T6 level and above, you know autonomic dysreflexia is. If you've experienced it, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a pounding headache that is, it hurts. The autonomic dysreflexia is a sudden spike in blood pressure or hypertension to where it does create that headache because something happens below your injury level that your brain can't get that signal, so it just kind of sends your blood pressure skyrocketing because your body can't tell what's going on. It can happen during like if your bladder's full or if you need to have a bowel movement, things like that, or if you have pain below your injury level and your brain can't get that signal. I did have bouts of autonomic dysreflexia when I was using like the vibratory stimulator. So I have to be careful when I do that because I don't want to send myself into like a stroke situation. And it's just not very comfortable whatsoever. You kind of get like sweaty too, and you got like a really high pounding headache. No fun. I know there's other things like rectal massagers and things like that. I've never tried that. I have heard of it being successful with ejaculation, but myself I haven't tried it only because you don't, when you're a quad, you don't really want to stimulate those muscles only because it could send you into a bowel movement, and in the bedroom that's the last place you want to have a bowel movement. But yeah, every spinal cord injury is different. It depends what nerves were damaged, if the spinal cord was completely severed or not. If the cord was completely severed, that technically is a complete complete paralysis. If it was just damaged a little bit, that's technically an incomplete. That could be because the spinal cord wasn't completely severed. Myself, I am an incomplete C5-6 quad. I do have sensation down to my toes. It's hit or miss in certain areas around my goods. I have sensation. I don't have full feeling or anything. I can tell when I have to use the restroom, but I can't do anything about it. And like when I am using the vibratory stimulator, you can tell when the orgasm is coming, but it just sends your muscles into convulsions a little bit, but it's like nothing else happens. It is kind of depressing and sad that it's not, but I guess I'm happy for the things that I do have. If there's anybody out there that is newly injured, you just have to find somebody that's willing to be open and help you experiment with things. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you thought it was awkward, give it a thumbs up also. You're more than welcome to reach out to me on Instagram if you don't want to comment something, or if you have any questions. If you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to leave it in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed yet, you're more than welcome to do that as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully you have a good one. Thanks, guys. Peace.